What if I told you that those strange aches, sudden goosebumps, vivid dreams, and changes in your body, aren't they coincidence? And if all of this is the silent sign that something great and transformative is happening inside you, something that will change not only who you are, but the way you see your own life? Have you been experiencing unusual physical sensations or changes in your body lately? Perhaps you have felt strange tingles or vibrant energies rushing through you, or you have noticed disruptions in your sleep patterns with incredibly vivid dreams. Maybe your eating habits have changed, your appearance has transformed, or you've become hypersensitive to sounds, lights, and smells. If any of these things resonate with you, something is happening to your body. You are probably going through a spiritual awakening. A spiritual awakening is essentially an expansion of your consciousness into higher realms of perception and truth. While your mind and spirit undergo this metamorphosis, your physical body cannot remain untouched or unchanged. It also needs to upgrade and evolve to align with the new and higher frequencies that you are reaching. In this process of spiritual awakening, the human body is intrinsically intertwined with the mind, emotions, and spirit. We are multidimensional beings where each aspect intimately impacts the others. An awakening catalyzes an integration and harmonization of all layers of your being, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So when you start experiencing unusual bodily occurrences without any medical explanation, it may very well be your body's way of catching up with the profound shift your consciousness is going through. Instead of frantically searching for a physical healing, consider exploring the possibility that a spiritual awakening is the cause behind these changes. One of the peculiar but frequent occurrences during a spiritual awakening is rapid and unexplained weight loss. This physical weight loss is a reflection of the metaphysical weight you are releasing on an emotional and spiritual level. As you go through an awakening, you begin to let go and process old traumas, limiting beliefs, repressed emotions, and negative patterns that have overwhelmed you, sometimes for many lifetimes. As these dense, stagnant energies are released from your mind, body, and soul, you literally become lighter in your being. Your body also begins to process energy much more efficiently during a spiritual ascension. Where you may have stored emotional toxicity in physical weight, you are now aligning with your true light-filled essence. This causes your body to burn the energy as pure light and life force, rather than storing it as excess mass. So if the numbers on the scale have plummeted without any change in your diet or exercise, don't be alarmed. This is likely a sign that you are aligning more fully with your authentic and vibrant spirit, letting go of what no longer serves you. Trust that your body knows exactly how to integrate these powerful energetic shifts. On the other hand, many people who are experiencing a spiritual awakening temporarily experience the opposite, an intriguing weight gain, seemingly for no reason. But there is a higher reason and purpose behind it as well. The process of activation and ascension to higher levels of consciousness and vibrational frequencies often requires your body to hold more water than normal. This excess water acts as a conduit for the increased light energies flowing through your system, helping to process and ground the new frequencies you are integrating. As your cells are infused with higher dimensional lights and vibrations, the water provides insulation and prevents a spiritual overload or short circuits in your system. Water literally dampens and facilitates the intense energetic changes you are going through, at a pace that your earth body can safely acclimatize. So if you've noticed extra bloating, fluid retention, or an increase in the scale, don't be discouraged. This is simply your body's wise way of keeping you stable and comfortable during a profound and miraculous transformation. Once the initial integration phase is complete, your body will naturally release any excess water that is no longer needed for this process. Whether it's through weight loss or temporary gain, trust that your body is an amazing vessel and attuned to your spiritual evolution. One of the most visible signs of a spiritual awakening is a radiant and glowing complexion. As we release accumulated toxins and achieve emotional balance, our skin reflects this newfound harmony. The process of letting go of layers of negativity, stress, and limiting beliefs allows our bodies to detoxify, resulting in a natural, healthy glow that emanates from within. This radiant aura is a testament to the purification that is taking place on multiple levels: physical, emotional, and energetic. As we align with our true essence, our bodies respond by radiating a luminous vitality that can be truly captivating. Another profound physical transformation associated with spiritual awakening manifests in our facial expressions. As our insides undergo purification, becoming free of stress, pent-up emotions, and mental clutter, our faces begin to reflect this deep sense of serenity. The lines of tension that once marked our foreheads and formed crow's feet around the eyes gradually soften, revealing an appearance of tranquility and inner peace. Our facial muscles relax, our expressions become more serene, and our eyes radiate a depth of wisdom and contentment that can only arise from true self-realization. This change in facial expression is a powerful indicator that we are shedding the burdens of our past selves, embracing our authentic nature, and embodying the deep insights gained from our spiritual journey. These physical changes, the radiant radiance and serene facial expressions, are outward manifestations of the profound inner transformation that occurs during spiritual awakening. Now, there are many other smaller changes that also indicate that your spiritual awakening is about to begin, and these smaller changes may actually resonate quite a bit with you. Let's explore them too. One of the most common experiences is the sensation of pulsations of energy or tingling throughout the body. As your spiritual energy centers, or chakras, are activated and aligned, you may feel tingling, pulsing, or vibrating sensations in these areas. The crown chakra, at the top of the head, is especially prone to these sensations during awakening. You may also have the experience of feeling an internal vibration or electricity buzzing within your physical body. This is the higher frequency spiritual energy being embodied within you. Your cells are literally being rearranged and recalibrated to a higher vibration during this process. While these feelings can be alarming at times if you are not expecting them, they are simply signs that your energy system is functioning in new and expanded ways. Embrace the tingles as a confirmation that you are raising your consciousness. Another typical experience is to alternate between periods of intense heat, followed by chills or overwhelming cold snaps. The process of releasing long-held emotional blockages, limiting beliefs, and dense energies, can cause physical sensations of warmth as this stagnant energy is metabolized and purged from your system. On the other hand, the intense light codes and high-frequency energies that you are integrating and embodying can trigger cold sensations or chills within the body. Your physical form is simply not yet accustomed to containing and carrying this level of brilliance and power. You may feel overheated at one point when an old emotion arises to be released, only to then feel a chill as you integrate a new influx of spiritual light and information. These hot and cold waves are part of the spiritual heating and cooling system as their circuit is rewired. During a process of conscious evolution, all of your psychic senses tend to amplify and intensify. You may become more sensitive to external sounds, smells, tastes, crowds, or environmental energies than ever before. This is because you are literally raising your frequency and operating at a much higher level of consciousness and awareness. Lights, sounds, and other sensory inputs that previously didn't affect you can now feel intense, overwhelming, or even physically painful. As your vision and spiritual perception expand, you are recalibrating yourself to a whole new dimension of sensory intelligence. What once seemed harmless or loud to you is actually you perceiving a higher dimension of light, sound and energy that was previously veiled. Be gentle with yourself as your sensitivities increase and protect your energy field as needed. This is all part of acclimating to the subtle realms that you are now perceiving and navigating. As your spiritual transformation upgrades every cell and system within your body, you may also experience periods of strange aches and pains, or even illnesses that seem to come out of nowhere. One day you feel vitally healthy, and the next you are hit with fatigue, body aches, nausea, dizziness, or something equally unpleasant. As you release lifetimes of accumulated toxins, limiting beliefs, attachments, and karmic patterns, they need to go somewhere. Often, the physical body carries the weight of this purgation, like the vessel that integrates the new frequencies. Trust that any aches, discomforts, or illnesses you are experiencing during this time are simply stuck or stagnant energies being cleared to make way for the new. As challenging as they may be at the time, these experiences are temporary and simply part of your overall healing crisis. Be sure to nourish and support your body with extra rest, pure food, and hydration as it navigates through this process. Another side effect that often accompanies spiritual upgrades is an amplification of digestive issues or sensitivities. As your body tries to process and integrate the intense energies you're downloading, your digestive system can easily become overwhelmed or disrupted. You may experience symptoms such as bloating, gas, constipation, diarrhea, nausea, or other gastrointestinal disturbances. Your body is literally having to break down energy on a whole new level, which can temporarily impact your ability to properly digest and assimilate food and nutrients. Listening to your body's needs for food and eating light foods during intense periods of energy integration can be helpful. Staying hydrated, eating foods that are easy to digest, taking probiotics and digestive enzymes, and being kind to yourself is key. These problems must resolve themselves as your body ascends and adjusts. Dramatic fluctuations in your sleep patterns are also very common during spiritual awakenings and accelerations. You may go through cycles of feeling energized and unable to sleep, followed by periods of feeling completely exhausted and sleeping much more than usual. This is because your body's sleep rhythms and cycles are being altered as your consciousness expands into higher dimensions. You are literally recalibrating yourself to a new evolutionary time cycle. Be flexible about your sleep needs during this phase. If you need more sleep, prioritize rest. If you can't sleep, don't fight it. Use the energy download for practices such as meditation, reflection, or creativity. Over time, your sleep patterns will normalize to your new energetic blueprint. Finally, throughout these bodily changes and alterations, it is very normal to simply feel different from your old self in many ways. You may not even recognize the person you are becoming. As your consciousness expands, desires, habits, and aspects of your personality or human conditioning that once seemed completely natural, can now feel incredibly strange or even uncomfortable. This is the purest essence of your soul emerging and realigning you with the truth of it. Embrace this opportunity to redefine yourself based on your highest values and soul codes. See it as a rebirth to a new expression of you. The path of spiritual awakening inevitably reshapes us in every way, inside and out. Have patience and surrender to the emergence of your most authentic self. No matter what physical signs or specific sensations you are noting, they are all part of the profound vibrational shifts you are experiencing. When we choose to understand and embrace these changes with reverence and trust in the bigger picture, it allows the awakening process to unfold with greater ease, grace, and expansion. The path of spiritual awakening can certainly be intense and extend in unexpected ways, but the physical signs and sensations are all sacred breadcrumbs leading us home to our true radiant state. Instead of feeling alarmed or judging these bodily changes, choose to honor them as outward signs of the monumental vibrational adjustments that are happening within. Care for your body tenderly, stay grounded in your highest truth, and trust that whatever upheaval you are experiencing is simply part of your divine reunification with Source. The discomfort is temporary, but the awakening you are going through will lift you up for lifetimes to come. Have faith in rebirth, for it precedes your sacred emergence. Remember, every change you feel right now is a call to become the brightest version of yourself. Trust the process, for the awakening has already begun, and it is the beginning of your new life. If this message touched your heart, you can use super thanks to leave your affection here on the channel. It is a simple gesture, but one that inspires us to continue sharing light and knowledge.